Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings everyone. Peace to all the non-Muslims out there. I am making this video for Brett, a video response to I will not convert to Islam and I am taking a break. And I can see that, of course, you're very upset, and I don't blame you. I can tell you that you don't have to convert to Islam. You don't need to convert to any religion. Now, I understand the position that you're in. Being a bystander, you're trying to stand up for Muslims and, you know, protest for them and, you know, try to advocate for them and everything like that. And you ask people to advocate for Mother Teresa, and that it would be nice for Muslims to stand alongside Christians. And I agree. I think that we all should be able to stand shoulder to shoulder and as one humanity and stand up for other people's rights and to be tolerated and respected. And I know that you got a lot of comments that really discouraged you or really upset you. And I can tell you that, first of all, if you do look at religion, the people never equal the religion. Like, the religion's up here and the people are down here. And usually the people are way off hook with religion. And I can tell you, since I've been Muslim, I've met a lot of really bad people that are Muslim. And they've done some pretty mean things to me, worse than any Christian has ever done to me. I'm a Muslim because that I believe with the doctrine and what I've studied, not because of the people. And you're right, people do take things out of context and kind of manipulate the religion to be what they want it to be. And they will try to find verses and you know, pull one out of context and you know, kind of present it in the way that they want it to be presented. And all religions do that. That's a human characteristic in all religions, and it's very ugly. You should believe what you believe in your heart, not because anybody wants you to be anything. I'm Muslim because I believe that there's only one God and that He doesn't have a partner. I believe that He created everything in the heavens and the earth, and that He's the one I'm going back to on the day of judgment, and that He's the one who feeds me, He's the one who clothes me, and that all things come from Him. And I believe, yes, in all of the prophets, Adam, Noah, Moses, Jesus, Isaac, Ishmael, Noah, John the Baptist, Mother Mary, and of course Muhammad. And I love them all. None of them are God, but I think it's derogatory if anybody bash any of them, you know. And Mother Teresa, she was a wonderful humanitarian. She was a wonderful godsend. She was a blessing to mankind, just like other people are. There's really, really good people in the world, and just because she's a Christian doesn't mean that she is not from God. God created her. God made her who she was, and made her so compassionate and so giving and loving and caring. And she had a heart bigger than a lot of Muslims do, you know. And even in Jannah, in the heaven, when we die, when we go to Judgment Day, there's going to be other people in heaven besides just Muslims. There's going to be Christians. There are going to be people who believe in God. There's going to be a lot of people who we don't think will probably be there. A lot of people want to say only Muslims are going, or only Christians are going, or only Jews are going. That's not the case. Everything in existence came from God, and not everything in existence is what we would think would be ideal. And I know that you came with the argument that, you know, why doesn't God step in, you know, whenever they're suffering? And I can tell you that when you put things into perspective and you study religion, you're going to understand that there's a perfect balance to everything in existence. And this life is a test. It's a test, first of all. And even though it doesn't make sense to us, doesn't mean that it does not have a purpose. It does have purpose. God did not make all of life without purpose and meaning and context. And it might seem twisted to us, but in the end, the person who suffers the most, the orphan child or the baby who was killed, they are going to be in a better place in this life. This life is just a test. And everything that happens in this life is a test. And sometimes it's really horrible. And actually, if you have it bad, the people in Palestine, they have it pretty bad. And you know what? They're getting rewarded for that. And they will be rewarded for that as long as they believe in God when it ends. If they ask God for forgiveness, if they ask God to protect them, if they love God and they believe in God, they will have the best of everything in the hereafter. And I can tell you, yeah, looking at people, looking at Muslims especially, makes you not want to be a Muslim. I know that firsthand. I've met so many Muslims that just disgust me sometimes. And I just pray that God will open their minds, because they can be just as close-minded as people here in America or anywhere else. They can be just as wrong and off the hook as anyone anywhere else. We're all human, and we're all capable of the same mistakes. And this is why I believe that, yeah, we could stand up for Mother Teresa. Not in the form of shirk. A lot of people, they would say she's being worshipped. I do not believe in that, okay? But does that mean that I can't honor her because she was a great human being? I can honor her as a great human being. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may the peace and blessings of God be upon him, said in his last sermon that, I believe it was his last sermon, or maybe it was Abu Bakr, I can't remember. Everybody can put the comments in the description bar. I get confused, I study a lot. So, that not to worship him because he's a man. He came to deliver a message, and he wanted to ask the people, did I convey that message? And they said yes, and so that his purpose was fulfilled in life. And Mother Teresa had a purpose in life, and she fulfilled that purpose. She lived for God. She was a wonderful person. She had a big heart. She was a humanitarian. She changed the world for the better. She touched people's hearts. She inspires others. She inspires me as a Muslim. She was probably a better person than I am now. And that doesn't mean that we cannot respect her and honor her, and we can't respect other people's religions. As Muslim, I have to respect all people and all religions. In the Quran, it talks about the people of the book, which are Christians, and it talks about Jesus in the Injil, which is the gospel, and it talks about Jews and the people of the Torah, and that some people, they are not worshiping Jesus as God. Some people believe in the message of Christianity as just Jesus is a messenger. Whenever I was a Christian, that's what I believed. I believed Jesus was a messenger, not God. So there's lots of people who believe that in their heart, and they are not discombobulated like some people would like to generalize all people in one group. You know, but whatever you believe is in your heart, it's between you and God. You do not have to tell anybody what you believe, okay? If you're going to prove anything to anyone, prove it to God only. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to prove it to anyone else. Everyone in this life is going to not exist one day. You're going to be connected with God yourself. You're going to be in front of Him one day. You're going back to Him. And so that's it, you know? Don't have to prove to anybody anything. And if you don't like religion, well, I don't blame you. Religion sometimes is abused. And people tend to abuse any kind of ideology or religion or otherwise, nationalism, you know, patriotism, any of these things to kind of justify them being better than somebody else. And that's not right. It's not right. We're all humans. We all came from God, and we're all going back to Him. And anyways, peace. Oh, I was going to tell you, I'm going to put some links in the description bar for good resources to study about Islam if you are interested in what the religion teaches. And remember, religion and people are two different subjects. Alright, Assalamu alaikum, peace.